Coach Tony, Risling Podium Performance, and today I'm going to be doing a little different way of doing bench press. Instead of doing how we typically do bench, where you just bring it down and then you extend all the way up, I'm going to be doing what's called a 1 1/4 rep. So that is, I'm going to be coming down, touch chest, come up about a quarter way, back down, touch chest, and then one full rep. I'm going to be aiming to do 8 to 10 reps. I've just got a plate, 135 pounds on the bar. I honestly don't know necessarily how this is going to feel or go. It's been 2 weeks since I last did any bench pressing, so we'll see how it goes. I'm still going through a lot of the footage that I got from the Kinetic Chain Enhancement course last weekend in Scottsdale, Arizona. We have 2 more courses going to be announced very, very shortly. So if you want to get involved with Kinetic Chain Enhancement, stay tuned for that. Also, you can follow the Kinetic Chain Enhancement specific Instagram handle. So you'll see that here with the QR code, as well as you can check it out in the link in the description below. It's just at Kinetic Chain Enhancement, all one word. That's where you're going to see all the updates for that course specifically. So we got 2 about to be announced. So now I'm going to hop into the workout. We're going to have a little bit of fun with this. That's all I'm doing with today's workout, just having a little fun on the bench press. Not really focusing on going really heavy, just trying to get a little bit of a good strong pump without having to necessarily overload the weight. The next phase I'm going to get into is going to be a little heavier lifting. So this, I'm just trying to get some blood flow. That's all I'm focused on. All right, let's dive into these 1 1/4 rep on the flat bench. So yes, I'm going with a false grip here, just because I find it a little more comfortable when I'm doing these. So here I come down, touch, just up about a quarter of the way, and then back down, and then power up all the way. So the first set actually felt really, really good overall. Right up until right about here, this is where all of a sudden the triceps started to feel it. It could be that I was just a little too narrow on the grip, like I was going for biacromial, but I was a little inside of where I normally go with a biacromial grip. So the triceps really started to feel it. So 9 reps it actually felt pretty good overall. And then the second set, this is where things start to get feeling pretty good really quick. Like right about the 3rd rep is where I could feel it. And you see I take, a little brief pause there because, I was feeling it. And then rep 4, everything's feeling good. I start bouncing it off my chest a little more than I would actually like. So I consciously took the effort right there to stop and be like, okay, just touch the chest. It's not to bounce it off. Then here, the 8th rep, that was a fight to finish off. And then now I'm just warm. I'm sweating at this point. Like it's only like 17 degrees Celsius in the gym. But I was sweating wearing the sweater. So then the final set here, like I'm already feeling the first couple reps. My triceps are really feeling a little more than the chest. So that's one of the things that I talk about after this before going into the next exercise. So here is where every rep just becomes a grind. And nope, no more. Yep, I just pinned myself. Yep, there's the look of embarrassment that, I just pinned myself with 135 pounds, but that's how it is sometimes. So next up, I'm going to be doing dips after doing the bench. So the last set of bench, I pinned myself a little bit there. The first 4 reps, I could feel it starting to build up the lactic threshold, and I just, all of a sudden, just my triceps, there was nothing there. The chest, there's still a little bit there, but the triceps just completely gassed out. So I'm going to be doing the exact same scheme here on the dips, 1 1/4 reps. Dips, I'm a little bit typically stronger than on bench press. One of the reasons for that is the angle. When you're doing a dip, you're almost doing the same angle as if you're doing a decline bench press because of the angle, so you're a little bit stronger a lot of times. But what I'm really going to be focusing on when I'm doing this is getting myself really deep into it so that my shoulder is fully rotated in, my forearm is fully closed off so that my biceps and my forearms are both in contact with each other and closing the elbow joint. I'm going to be aiming again for 10 reps here, doing the 1 1/4. We'll see how these go. Honestly, it feels good overall on the shoulder. Like back when I was doing Squattober, my left shoulder was kind of getting a little gummed up. So far, everything feels good. So we'll keep going from here and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to aim to get 2 to 3 sets of this. This is one where I'm just going to see how it feels. Like this whole week it's just been have a little bit of fun. I haven't necessarily recorded each workout. I've just been just having fun overall. But you're going to see where I fail. If I fail on something, you're going to see where I succeed if I succeed on it. That's the joys about the workout. It's that learning process as I go. But time to hop into the All right, let's take a look at both these sets of dips side by side. So the first set's on the left, second's on the right. So as you see, I'm still doing that 1 1/4 rep scheme. So I should actually be locking out a little bit more at the top. It felt more of a lockout, but clearly it wasn't actually a full lockout going on, which is being exposed in the second set. And you can see the grimace on the face really starting to come through. All right, so to finish off after doing, I just did 2 sets of the dips because it was feeling good, but I could feel that some tightness was starting to build up. So I'm not trying to push it this week. It's just, okay, have some fun, get some blood flow going. So I'm finishing off with some external rotation work. So how I'm gonna be doing this is I'm gonna have my body basically perpendicular to the bench here, and I'm gonna get my elbow up at the top, and using the dumbbell, I'm just gonna internally rotate as far as I can. Typically it's gonna be until the dumbbell makes contact, and then I'm gonna externally rotate. This is gonna work my rotator cuff, the external muscles of my rotator cuff. I'm gonna be going 8 to 10 reps on each side. I'm not really keeping track of tempo, I'm staying in control of it. So anywhere from 3 to 4 seconds I'm gonna be happy with. I'm gonna go 2 sets of this with about a minute rest in between each set, and I'm gonna be using a 20-pound dumbbell. So easy benchmark for the external rotator is if you have a 200-pound bench press, for example, 1RM, you should be able to do 20 pounds for 8 reps with the elbow on knee variation, which I'll be testing that probably around Christmas time. But yeah, so gonna hop into this, and this isn't one that anyone really ever enjoys. It's a small muscle, you're not using much weight, but it's something that is critical to always assess and work on so that you can shore up any weak links as well as maintain structural balance and health of the shoulder joint. Okay, so this is where a little eye-opening happened. So I was expecting my right arm to actually be fairly strong. Getting myself at 90 degrees or perpendicular to my upper arm just felt a little awkward, and my arm started to slide all over the place. And then you're going to see right here that my arm actually comes up off the pad. And I'm like, whoa, WTF is going on here? And then, okay, the reps started to get a little bit better once I kind of turn my body at a little bit more of an angle. It could just be just how my shoulder joint is and the muscle being in a different position. It was stretched and lengthened in a weird way. But yeah, so now it's just like, okay, dig in. Like, this isn't big weight. It's a 20-pound dumbbell, and it is whooping my ass. And yeah, so the background, I'm kind of cussing myself out like, Jesus, what the hell? So then the left side, as weird as it was, I was expecting to be far worse off. But the left side, right from the get-go, felt miles better. It's the only way to really put it. It felt like a completely different exercise. It felt smooth. Everything was going good. So it's kind of weird because it's my left shoulder that's usually all jammed up and gummed up. We found out the kinetic chain enhancement course that it's coming up through my levator scapula as well as my traps and everything that are a little jammed up. And then we get into the second set here. So right away, first rep, you see me go, whoa, what is going on? So this was tough. Like, I took 60-second rest on the nose, and it was pretty brutal. So I know, okay, I need to put more of this back into my programming because this is a massive weak link. So right there, I hit failure. Take a look at my arm. Okay, can we even move the next one? Okay, let's fling it up. Nope. It's not really working. Here, let's try one more. Nope. So that's when I actually get to complete concentric failure. And here I'm going, geez, what is going on? So then on the left side, I just basically matched the good reps that I had done on the right side. So I can see nice and controlled, way better on the left side. Now, little thing to put is I am left-handed, so that might have a big chunk of it. All right, so that's everything for today's workout. As you saw at the end there, surprisingly to me, it was my right shoulder that was having more of an issue with the external rotators than the left. My assumption was my left was going to be the one to actually fail, but it felt a lot easier there. I actually had to cut it short on the second set since how the first arm, my right arm, only got 5 reps. So to keep things balanced out, I only did 5 on the stronger arm, which came as a shock. That's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes what you expect to happen doesn't happen, and what you don't expect to happen is what happens. The 1 1/4 reps, those really just drive up a pump, really. It just increases the overall time under tension for the exercise. So on the bench press and the dips, it felt good. Like, now I can actually feel that, yeah, my chest is actually fatigued after doing the dips. The triceps, they're just cooked at this point, just from all the volume right there. But yeah, so my post-workout is going to be the usual: a scoop of AT Labs grass-fed whey, a half scoop of their greens and reds whole food mix, as well as 5 grams of creatine monohydrate from Clean Athlete. If you want to get 10% off an order from AT Labs, go to the link in the description below, atlabs.com, and use code RISLING10, that's RISLING10 at checkout. This is good in both Canada and the US. So that's all for today. If you got any value from my insights into my own workout, as well as the rotator cuff, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Coach Tony, Risling Podium Performance. Embrace your potential.